Hello, today I'm reading Chapter 9 of Strange Boy, Sallyface X, female listener. I hope you enjoy. Chapter 9, The Baloney Incident, Part 2. Sal's POV. Decided to move the investigation to her apartment. Larry and Todd went to handle some things, so me and Yasmin looked around the apartment before entering Miss Packison's room. Larry picked the lock and we were in. Immediately, a strong stench hit our nostrils. It smells like ass and old feet, Larry said with disgust. Yasmin covered her nose. Good Lord, we better make this visit short. I'm not sure how long I can last in this stench. Larry pointed at a farm picture. Maybe she does own a farm. We weren't too convinced though. Everything was locked with weird padlocks. Her freezer had a goat head, and I wasn't convinced. We checked the bedroom, so after messing around with a few things around the house and seeing a ghost of a goat, we went into the bedroom. When we got in, we saw Mr. Packerton chained against the bed. There were diapers everywhere. He seems to be in a vegetation state. I spoke. I used my Game Boy to talk to the spirit-ish of Mr. Packerton. I decided to pull the plug so he could rest. He didn't know anything about the baloney, but I didn't blame him. He must have been chained up for years. We were going to walk out, but the front door opened. She's back, Larry spoke. I looked around and motioned to the dresser. All three of us went behind it. I put my hand over Yasmin and the other on my pigtail. If we don't make it out of here, I love you guys, Larry said, scared. I love you guys too. Yasmin was looking at the ground. Of course I love you guys. You're my best friend and the only girlfriend I've ever had. We all closed our eyes when the door opened. Sorry to ruin the moment, but what the hell is this place? Ash's voice made all of us open our eyes. Ashley, you scared the crap out of us. I got up and shook my head. I can see that, she chuckled. It's good to see you. I thought we were done for. Larry exhaled. What happened to babysitting? Yasmin asked. My dad came home early, so I drove over here straight away. Sorry for giving you guys a skip. Is that Mr. Packerton? She cut herself off. He's in a better place now, I said. Oh yeah, I found this key ring while we were hiding. Larry held it up. Let's open the last door. Right when we did, there was blood and tools. A slaughter factory, basically. Yasmin found a box, and it was locked. When I unlocked it, she was the first to open it. She screamed and fell backwards. I caught her. What the fuck is that? I opened it to see faces of people. Larry threw up, and Ash was close to. Who are those people? Ash said in shock. This is so gross. I can't do this. Yasmin spoke, trying to calm herself. We decided to leave, but Ash saw something. It was a painting, but it looked a little off. Yasmin pulled it off to reveal a trash chute. That's so weird. Why does this place even have that? Larry said. Yasmin tried to look down. Hey, be careful there. But I was too late as she fell. Yasmin! We all screamed. I started to freak out. How do we get her out? I looked down the chute. Ash and Larry were talking, but I didn't really hear them because I was freaking out. Then a vision appeared telling me to go down to the basement. Get Todd and meet me at the basement. Larry and Ash nodded and went with me. Your POV. You fell down on something hard. When you opened your eyes, all you saw was bones. Holy shit! You jumped up. Where is everyone? You look around. Ugh, I fell down, dumbass, and they wouldn't go down the chute and possibly crush me. You facepalm, talking to yourself. You look around, noticing the interior. This has to be related to that cult stuff Larry and Sal were telling you about. You were still looking around when a gate opened. You saw Larry and Sal running to you. Yasmin! They screamed. Guys! Sal wrapped his arms around you, and you did the same. What the hell is this place? Larry said, looking around. I'm not sure. I woke up on a pile of bones. Guess this is where Mrs. Packerton threw them all down. Larry put his hands over his mouth, trying not to throw up. Let's go, guys. Ash and Todd are waiting out there. Sal grabbed your hand, and we went to where you assumed the entrance was. Sal saw you and smiled and hugged you. Thank God you're okay. You chuckled. We got up, and you noticed that the entrance was from the basement. Well, now there's a temple that's been here for whoever the hell knows. You sigh, shaking your head. We were talking, but it ended when we all went home, like nothing happened. Hey, Sal, can I maybe sleep at your place tonight? If I can even sleep. You mumbled the last part. Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. He chuckled. You guys went back to his place where his dad was already sleeping. You patted Gizmo and laid on his bed. This is some fucked up shit we're in, Sal. You rubbed your head. Yeah, honestly, this couldn't get any worse. A temple right underneath us? It went quiet, well, ish. Sal was getting ready for bed, so you were just sitting listening to him walk around until he paused. Do you remember that drawing you did when you passed out? You thought for a little. Oh yeah, that weird symbol my mom had? He picked up the drawing. This symbol was in the temple. Your eyes widened. You don't mean that my mom could... You thought about it for a little. Is that why my eyes are different colors? Did she... This was a lot to process. I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't mean to freak you out. Sal sat next to you. I just need to make sure of some things before I confirm with you. You stare at the ground. No, Yasmin. I don't want you getting involved with the temple. Your mom only drops off food, so that's good. If she finds out that you're snooping, she could tell other people. I don't want you to be in that danger. You look at Sal. I was raised by a woman who brought a red-eyed demon, and one of my eyes ends up being red? Isn't that too much of a coincidence? Sal hugged you. You were clearly in a panic and couldn't think straight. You hugged him back until you felt a bit more calm. Let's just see if we can get some more rest. You nodded as he took off his mask and turned off the light. You laid your head on his chest, hearing his heartbeat. He played with your hair as you just laid there in silence. Why do you like me? You ask. Is this because of what you're thinking your mom could be? Just thinking. You drew on his chest with your finger. And I know you liked Ash when you first met her, so I was just wondering why me instead of her. I mean, look at her. She's pretty and kind, artistic and not a flaw. Sal covered your mouth. Yasmin, I love everything about you. You're so kind to me. When we first met, you didn't question anything about me. You welcomed me almost immediately as soon as you saw me. You didn't know anything about me, but still, you never looked at me weird. You were trying to prevent Travis from even going near me when I first enrolled. You cared about me and treated me like a human being. And when I just popped into your world... He took his hand off your mouth, and you smiled slightly. Yeah, sure, Ash is kind, artistic, pretty, whatever. And the fact is, when I met her, it was nothing more than a mere interest. But when I met you, I wanted nothing more than to be around you, no matter what time of day it was. You chuckle softly. Didn't know you had that side of you. You look at him. Well, you asked me to. You laugh at his blush. You kiss him on the cheek. Thank you, Sal. Thank you for existing. You cuddle into his neck. Thank you, too, for existing. He chuckled. You both fell asleep like that and woke up and turned on the news. Mrs. Packerson was killed in an accident. We sighed, but there was nothing we could do. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever. I love you guys so much. Thank you for 50 subscribers. Anyways, goodbye. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever. I love you guys so much. Thank you for 50 subscribers. Yeah, goodbye.